Hey, what do you say? What do you say? It's Go Pack Go all day, back again with another video, and this time it's a reaction video for the Packers versus the Lions matchup. The Green Bay Packers in Lambeau won against the Detroit Dirty Little Lions, 27-13. First home game for the Packers in Lambeau in a very long time, apparently. So the Green Bay Packers, the first quarter was madness because there was that guy, Brian Branch, the guy with the freaking green feather in his helmet or whatever. He was guarding Tucker Kraft and grabbed his helmet and ripped it off his head and then threw the helmet 10 yards down the field. And to me, I thought he should have gotten ejected out of the game. However, that did not happen. So it was just a 15-yard flag, and then they were done with it. But then Tucker Kraft catches the very first touchdown of the entire game. So it was 7-0 at this point. McManus gets the extra point, so 7-0. And then the Packers stop the freaking Lions and then score a field goal. McManus gets them up 10-0. I think the Packers should have been up 14-0, but it is what it is. And then on to the second quarter, the Packers allow the Lions just to get a field goal. And then the following drive, the Packers go and get a quick touchdown. Jordan Love just throws two passes and gets a freaking touchdown. A huge pass out to Romeo Doubs initially, and then Jaden Reed catches that football and gets the touchdown. Then it was halftime. So halftime, it was 17-3. The Dirty Little Lions get a field goal, so it ended up being 17-6. I did not want the Lions scoring anything. But then the Packers got their running game situated, and Josh Jacobs goes in for the touchdown, 24-6 at this point. This was awesome to see that. Packers then turn around and get a field goal, so it's 27-6. And the Detroit Dirty Lions got really, really lucky. Really, really lucky, and they get their touchdown from Isaac Tesla. Some guy playing for the Detroit Ford Lions named Tesla catches the ball, and they had to kind of look at the replay just to make sure. And looking at it, I was like, he didn't get the touchdown, but I guess he did. Whatever. So the final score, 27-13. Referees could have called this game a little bit more down the middle. I thought the offensive line of the offensive line of the Detroit Lions. It kind of seemed like they were holding a lot of the Packers' defensive guys. But, Micah Parsons gets his first sack as a Green Bay Packer wearing jersey number 1. The last person to wear jersey number 1 for the Green Bay Packers was Curly Lambeau. But nice to see Micah Parsons on this team. He had limited snaps, which was fine because the Packers have to play now against the Washington Commies Thursday night this week. So they just had this game here today on Sunday, and now they got to play Thursday night against the Washington Commies. They're a tough team too. They're a playoff contending team, but the Packers don't have to travel out anywhere. They played this game at home. So 2 games back-to-back at home, and looking forward to it. The Packers had a couple of injuries. Bo Mellon got hurt. Zach Tom got hurt. So when Zach Tom got hurt, that crazy guy Hutchinson started getting through the line a little bit. But, Jordan Love was never sacked in the game. He was hit a couple times. But the Green Bay Packers defense looked amazing. They had 4 sacks, and Evan Williams caught a interception. Jordan Love, he had a couple passes where he kind of, misjudged how he was throwing a little bit, almost threw an interception, but for the most part, the Packers were on point. The Packers were catching that freaking football. I love seeing how so many receivers for the Packers caught this football for the. I mean, he spread this ball around quite a bit for the Packers. If you look at the stats, Romeo Doubs had 68 yards catching out of just 2 catches. Jaden Reed, 45 yards. Wicks, 30 yards. Kraft, 16 yards. 16 yards for Golden. Golden's got the hands of glue. So I'm looking forward for the Green Bay Packers versus the Washington Commies. How can the Packers handle this team now? Jaden Daniels is a tough player. And they got Deebo Samuel on this team now. But I think the Packers got a great chance of winning this game here. What I saw on offense and defense today was amazing. And looking forward to it. So that's all I got to say. Hit that like, comment, and subscribe buttons. And go Pack Go all day.